Alright, hello everyone. Why is the... Okay, whatever. I didn't mean for the Wii U to be in the bottom screen, but you know what? It works. I'm not, whatever. So, this is going to be a really weird stream. I've got a very weird setup. You can't really see it, and you'll see why in a bit. So, tonight is the final night for the Wii U and 3DS eShop. They're going to close tomorrow, I believe. They said 5 p.m. Pacific. So I thought we'd just, be fun to get on here, look around on it, and play some of these Wii U stuff I downloaded. I tried out, and I have an experimental setup to try to hopefully maybe get some 3D, look at some 3DS stuff. I don't know. We'll see how that works. But before we get into that, since I haven't streamed in a bit, 1 second if you would please. Okay, cool. 1 second, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Just real quick couple of things before we jump into that. I just wanted to open this up. I got this in the mail a couple days ago. I just wanted to be fun to open it on stream. This is a Switch blind box. This has a Switch game, and I don't know what's inside it. So, yay, thanks for the 9 months. How are you doing? So let's go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and rip this open and oh, that's loud. Okay, it was loud for me. I don't know if it was loud for you, but it's loud for me. Anyway, how are you all doing? Come on in, let me see if do I need a knife for this or can I just rip it open? Nope, it's opening just fine. All right, what Switch game is inside of here? Doing okay? That's good. I should mention. Okay. So, I originally tried to get a Switch blind box back in beginning of 2020. And they sold out before I get one. I got a Vita blind box. I think it was like the last time I'd ever do that. Anyway, but then, 2020 happened. We all know that happens. And they finally were able to do their next batch of it. Finally, after... earlier this, or the beginning of this year, from Limited Run, they have, I think, well, it used to be at the start of every year they'd go and clear out old inventory, and you need to have like these blind boxes, so you don't know what game you're getting, but it's like a lot cheaper. It's really cheap. So anyway, point being, there is a slight possibility I might have a game. Might be a game in here I already have. Hopefully not, but if it is, I might. Maybe see about doing a giveaway or something. As long as it's not Scott Pilgrim, because I have already had that a few times. I feel. Hold on, I'm just like I haven't opened it yet. Like I'm just like feeling around in here, and it feels like it feels like a non-standard. Oh wait, I know why. I forgot they did this. I'm silly. Yeah, they put them in these. I was like, that doesn't feel like a Switch case. That feels something like. Oh right, I forgot about that. Okay, I will need my knife for that. Ugh. Wait a second. Okay. All right, let's see what game we got, shall we? Rip this cellophane off. Going in blind. All right. Oh yeah, they got a door on it. They got a door on it you can open. What do we get? What is it? Huh. Something. Cat lateral damage meowstered. Okay. Okay. Take it out here. See if I can get a good. I think I've vaguely heard this name before. Fire hose. See the world through the eyes of a cat. Cat lateral damage remastered, or remeowster. Sorry, is the definitive edition of your favorite destructive cat simulator, where you play as a house cat on a rampage and do all the stuff your owner hates. Run around the house, topple neatly organized books, shatter vases, meow at nothing, tear up curtains, nap in obscure places, find real-life cat photos, and more. Complete objectives, explore procedurally generated levels, or just relax in sandbox mode to unlock a clouder of cat friends and special abilities. Let's just read off the descriptions down there. So, okay, I'm not going to complain about this thing. This seems like a pretty good pull. Okay, we'll play this on stream at some point. And there's a card in here. They always give you a card. It's never the same game. It's just a random card. What is this? Oh, Panzer Dragoon Remake. I can get that shown off in there. Okay. Anyway, and one last thing I wanted to just talk about real quick before we get to the main event. I did recently obtain... Oh, goodness. Oh, why did I set them all the way over there? Ah, they're too far. 1 second. Whoops. Okay. Of course, I got the newest. There's Sephiroth. And, let's see. And of course, I got Kazuya, but I accidentally broke it. Thankfully, it looks like it broke in like the best way possible, because like I can literally just put it back on and it just stays just fine. It's just as long as I don't pick it up. So I think that's like nothing super. A little bit of super glue. A little super glue. You'll never know what happened. So anyway, fun little updates of what I've had going on. So now let's get on to the main event, shall we? Let's see. Well, this is the magic button. That's the magic button I'm looking for. All right. Wii U, eShop. Oh yeah, and this little mini game. Let's see if I can. Go. Hold on. You know, we're gonna exit out. We're gonna do this until I get that, because this may be my last chance to ever do this. But I don't know if it'll. Here, let me focus. Okay. Go. I don't know if it'll like If it has to have a connection to try it, or if it's just gonna skip that part or not. I don't know. So I remember like when the Wii U first came out and Nintendo servers couldn't handle the load. It was just stuck on this for a really long time, so... Ah! We'll get it. We'll get it. I'm going to have the prestige of being able to say I beat the Wii U eShop loading screen on stream. Damn it. Okay. Ah, it loaded too fast. No! I think I might have had it that time, but I just loaded the eShop. You gotta be quick. Or, you know, maybe find a way to cause lag. Either way. No! Okay. Ah! Take a while to load, please. No. We will get this. No. Nope. Ah. Actually, it took a second to load that time. Hold on. Just curious. Just curious. Well, no, that probably wouldn't work. Hold on. I'm curious. Give me like 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, where is it? Where is that darn thing? Ah, there it is. There it is. Ooh. Ah. Where did I just step on stuff? I've been playing eShop. So I just yanked out the Ethernet cord out of the Wii U. Let's see what happens. Is it going to let me, or is it just going to like immediately like, no? Oh, no? Okay. Oop. Let's see. Wonder how long it'll let me do this before it airs out. Ah. Try again. See if it'll let me just keep trying. Okay, good. Just gonna let me try. Go. 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 Nope. Okay. Yay, we did it. Duck Hunt, Wild World, and King of the Red Lions for Wind Waker HD. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we've officially beat the eShop loading thing on stream. Yay. Alright, let's go plug that Ethernet cable back in and get back to it, shall we? Yeah. Oh shoot, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Try not to knock anything over. Ugh. Okay. Hello, No Orange. How are you doing? Okay. Now let's go to the eShop for real this time. I mean, I guess I can try again. Doesn't want to... Well, what do you know about that? Didn't even, like... Okay, well, whatever. Sad. Why is it sad? Oh, because of the eShop or something else. Ooh. Okay, so let's take a look here, shall we? Mario games. Of course, you got eShop, yeah. Mario versus Donkey Kong. That is a Game Boy. Oh, these are Game Boy Advance. Oh yeah, I have these on Wii. Yeah, the discount. I never did upgrade my N64 games. I upgraded, I think, everything but N64 because, but I never did N64. And honestly, not really have a reason to. What was that? Oh yeah, Mario Hoops 3-on-3. I forget that's a thing. Color Splash, March of the Minis. I guess 64 DS. That's the big thing that's gonna suck about this is the DS games. I don't know if how they'd ever. Wait, did I not? Oh, purchased. Oh, okay, no, it still has the discount there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know how they're ever gonna try to bring back DS games. Maybe some. They'd have to like make it peripheral for like the touchscreen though, and I don't know if they're gonna do that. So I don't know. Hey, yeah, Mini Mario Friends and Amiibo Challenge. That is free. So if you have Amiibos, you can snag that up. You already got Duck Hunt? Yeah. Yeah, yes, that is another thing. Yeah, Super Mario Advance 4. That was a must-have until very recently, until they put it on the Switch, because that has the e-reader stuff on it. Super Paper Mario was great, indeed. Oh, Wii U Mario Tennis. I have not heard good things about that one. N64 Mario Golf. Alright, let's just, let's see. Pokemon games. You got Virtual Console. Let's see what non-Virtual Console. There's no non-Virtual Console Pokemon games on here, are there? Pokken Tournament. That's also on Switch, though. Oh, Pokemon Rumble U. That had those little toys that kind of were like a sort of prototype amiibo thing. Kirby games. Canvas Curse, Epic Yarn. Yeah, a bunch of Virtual Console. Rainbow Curse. NES. Ooh, any of the NES Remix games, those are a good thing to pick up, which I already have them. A lot of these are on Switch. Sonic. So, oh, Sonic Lost Worlds has free DLC for, I believe, a Yoshi's Island and Zelda levels. They're free. Even if you don't have Sonic Lost Worlds, you think you ever will, no reason to not just click that download button. It's free. I don't think this had anything. No, it did not. I think it kind of. I think it did, but it was like through an update or something weird like that. Nope. Uh-oh. Go back, please. Uh-oh, it's stuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's frozen. Stop being frozen. Why are you frozen? Can I get home? Okay. Okay. I don't know why it froze there. Uh-oh. You okay there, Wii U? Um. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was weird. So I hope that's not going to be a recurring problem. Then we get to try this again. Nope. Loaded too soon. I feel like I could have got it, though. Anywho, Legend of Zelda. Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess, but those are discs, and you got... Oh, yeah, Breath of the Wild. I always forget Breath of the Wild's on Wii U. Oh, yeah, Spirit Tracks. Phantom Hourglass. And, yeah, if you are a streamer, the DS Virtual Console is a great way to have those games captured. Because capturing original DS games is not fun. Let's just put it that way. Hyrule Warriors was originally on Wii U. Better version on Switch, though. And, of course, all the Virtual Console. True, yeah. In fact, let's scroll down here. Because I want to look at specifically DS games. Because this is, this is your last chance to get any of these. And who knows what they'll ever release these. So this may very well be the last dual screen, touchscreen thing they ever do. So they're going to have to, like, really rework these if they ever want to get them on any sort of new console. Or release a somewhat peripheral attachment like this, which I don't see them doing, honestly. But I believe it's all first-party stuff. You got both Zeldas. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Never played that one. Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Never played any of the Mystery Dungeon games. Mario 64 DS. Metroid Prime Hunters. Pokemon Rangers. Never played that. Kirby. You got, I think, all the Kirbys except Superstar Ultra. I don't know why that was not on there, but a new Super Mario Brothers. You're going to play that. For Pokemon Ranger. Ooh, Animal Crossing Wild World. Kirby Canvas Curse. Advanced Wars. Mario Kart. More Kirby. Yoshi's Island DS. Star Fox Command. Ooh, WarioWare Touched. That one I actually did get. So you got more Pokemon. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2. Wario Master of Disguise. And that weird Mario basketball game that I always forget exists. Mario Party DS. Cross 3D. Brain Age. DK Jungle Climber. Yoshi Touch and Go. Big Brain Academy. And Style Savvy. Yeah, if you're a streamer and you think, hey, I want to play those games on stream, tonight's your last chance. Tonight is your last chance. Of course, we got some Wii games. Some of these are, oh yeah, they got some sales. I think Capcom, I forgot, Capcom has a lot of stuff on sale for like $3. I think on the 3DS side, they have like Phoenix Wright, and Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter, and Resident Evil for like down to $3 each. RE4 is great on the Wii. Huh. I never played it on the... Well, I never played RE4 at all, but... Oh, Metroid Prime Trilogy. The physical of that, I think, is around $100. Where's 20 here, but at the same time, they might... They remastered the first one on Switch. They might do 2 and 3 as well, so if you think it's worth it, the Wii version of Pikmin 2. Mario Galaxy 2, that wasn't in 3D All-Stars. It'll probably come to Switch eventually, too. It'd be weird if... I don't know. Nintendo's weird. It's hard to predict. Rhythm Heaven Fever. Definitely, if any of them get this one, because this goes for like 150 physically. It's stupid. It's $20 right here. Hopefully they'll put it on the Switch. I don't know. I feel like everything will probably get on the Switch eventually. Or whatever succeeds it. Pandora's Tower. Don't know much about that. Super Paper Mario. Of course, Sin and Punishment 2. Punch-Out. That's a fun Wii game. I still have my Punch-Out disc in my Wii U when we were playing it back in January. I never took it out. Wario Land Shake It. Metroid. Kirby's Epic Yarn. That's a good co-op. WarioWare Smooth Moves. Mario Galaxy. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Poke Park Wii. I think... Was that a WiiWare game? Or was that that might have been I don't remember if that was a WiiWare retail release. Trauma Team. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Mario Super Sluggers. Oh yeah, Mario baseball games. I forgot they made that. And Xenoblade. Although there's a remaster. Yeah, Xenoblade Skyward Sword. Remasters on Switch. But hey, get them cheaper here if you're tight on money, I guess. So a lot of these are just, yeah, Kirby's. A lot of these are Excitebox. Okay, that I know was WiiWare. Or no, I'm thinking of, no, that wasn't WiiWare. Excitebox was a retail release. I'm thinking of, there was an Excitebike WiiWare I'm thinking of. Running away, have fun. Wait, what? What do you mean running away? And Rayman. eShop home. Game Boy Advance. Oh, head out for food. Okay. Have fun. Game Boy Advance. A lot of these I feel like will probably end up on the Switch, so may not be worth too much your money. I don't know. Some of, at least all these first party. Some of these third party ones like Klonoa might be a little bit more unlikely to show up on there, so you might, if you really want it, you might grab it on here maybe. Pocky and Rocky with Becky. Who knows if that'll... Yeah, some of these Natsume games. Yeah, there's the Castlevania Advance Collection on Switch. They need to release... They need to re-release the DS games. They didn't do it on here for some reason. And they're getting expensive. Yeah, the Harvest Moon games. Harvest Moon Friends of Middletown. I don't know. Harvest Moon, some of these older Harvest Moon, I don't know what's going on with them. I think there's like some weird stuff with the rights to that. Because from what I understand, Harvest Moon 64 is coming out on the N64 app in Japan, but not here. Because I don't know. Because it's like Natsume might own the rights to that in the US partially. I don't know. It's weird. But I know, yeah, these Metabots games. I know Harvest Moon 64, the actual cartridge is worth a lot. So it might be worth getting on Wii U. If you don't think it'll come to... I don't know. It's hard to predict. But... Contra Advance. They didn't put that in the Contra collection. I mean, it's just a weird version of Contra 3. They probably won't re-release that, honestly. Konami Crazy Racers. You got Rayman. The GBA Rayman 3. Some of these probably aren't going to come to the Switch. They're kind of weird. But you never know. Super Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy Advance. Hey, if you want to. Of all the versions of Street Fighter 2. All these Mega Man Battle Network games, I think they're making a Battle Network collection. Let's go eShop home. Second. Nintendo 64. Someone might have the most value out of some of this. Some of these are probably going to come to the Switch. It's like, let's see, some third-party stuff. Harvest Moon, oh, yeah, this Harvest Moon 64. Excuse me. Who knows? It's hard to say. But if you really like Harvest Moon, and you're like, oh man, that cartridge is expensive, and you know, maybe it's worth throwing down $10 for this. Bomberman 64. Again, it's. Is there any Konami stuff on any of those Switch apps yet? I don't. They tend to just want to release their own collections. So some of these more obscure stuff, you know, it's who knows. Amiibo. What do we got here? It has 3DS games. It's where they list 3DS games, even though you can't. I guess you can add to your wish list. That's about it. I already cleared out my wish list. I didn't have a lot. I bought everything out, except there was a couple things I didn't buy, simply because I got them on the Switch. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy them on Wii U if they're on the Switch. So I just deleted it. But everything that wasn't, I just bought it out because there wasn't much on there. So yeah, it's just 3DS stuff. Featured on Nintendo Switch. What do we have here? It's just videos. Oh, back from oh yeah, they haven't updated this section since 2018, like the beginning of since January 2018. Yeah, just videos. I guess trying to around the Switch launch, trying to push people over, and I guess by then they're just like, ain't good enough. Featured on your 3DS. And 2DS. Oh yeah, the Pokemon. We'll get to the 3DS here in a bit. Smash for Wii U, yeah, all the DLC on that. Your net is rubbish, you can't stay. Oh no. What's wrong with you? Why is your net rubbish? Get better internet. Yeah, game's on sale. All the Capcom stuff. DuckTales Remastered for $3. That's not bad. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That's the... I didn't know that was on Wii U. Huh. Shovel Knight for $6. Shovel Knight Trader Stuff for $6. Shantae's half off. SteamWorld Dig, $2. Let's see. Shakedown Hawaii. I think that was like a weird case where that got like a physical release on like Wii and Wii U like way late. We only had the options of like Xfinity. Oh. Ew. Ew. Just ew. Shovel Knight 3DS though looks so rad. Oh, with the 3D. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of these 3DS versions, they go, it's the portables be worse, but it's got that 3D on it. Let's see. These. Yeah, Mutant Muds Deluxe. Quest of the Dungeons. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Hello Kitty Cruisers. That's... Oh boy. I gave that to a friend as a prank joke one time. Okay, something funny. Quick little story. This Hello Kitty Cruisers joke, like way back in like 2015, I want to say, roughly. Give or take a year. It was my cousin's birthday. And I just went to Toys R Us. Remember Toys R Us? Ugh. We lost so much this decade. I went to Toys R Us. I think I just picked it up for like $20. Maybe not even that. That was like a gag gift. Hastings was long out of business. Hastings went out of business before the Wii U. But I got it as a gag gift. Funny thing, apparently that game is worth a lot for like hardcore Wii U collectors because it's rare. It was Toys R Us. Yeah, I remember you were with me, but it was Toys R Us. But the funny thing is, I gave that to him, and last I checked, that goes for a lot. I don't know off the top of my head, but anyway, that's $4 digitally. So I inadvertently gave him a game that ended up being valuable. A lot of small indie games that may or may not be shovelware on here. What is this? Bridge Constructor Playground. See anything else? Yeah, a lot of indies that, like I said, may or may not be shovelware. Nintendo Selects. Wind Waker HD. Nintendo Land. Yeah, Mario 3D World. All good stuff. Yeah, these NES remixes. Who knows? Did he actually play? I think, as far as I know, he only played it when we like got together as a group and we did multiplayer. I don't think he touched it otherwise. Yeah, these NES remixes, I guess they don't really need the gamepad. They could easily be on Switch. I don't know why they haven't, but those are cool. Donkey Kong Country. Yoshi's New Island. New releases. People were putting stuff on here up until the last second. It's kind of crazy. Silver Falls Undertakers. Let's see here. This is like the top on the newest releases. Does it have a release date? This came out last month. Look at that release date. February 16th, 2023. This came out like, what, 6 weeks ago? That's crazy. It looks like an Atari game. And suddenly it looks like a Shovelware Steam game. I don't know what's going on. Wait. Oh, back in the 70s, something suspicious happened to small town armor. That's kind of cool. So it's got like in this. Okay, so in parts of the game where it's in the 70s, it looks like the Atari, but it has, I guess, modern graphics for the modern era. That's interesting. I mean, that's a cool idea, I guess. Silver Falls, white inside, it's Umbra. Oh yeah, Captain U. I actually played this before a bit. It came out in 2021. Yeah, Shakedown Hawaii. When did this come out? 2020. Or August 2020. Yeah. This got physical on Wii U and Wii in August 2020. And maybe others did. I think maybe PS3 as well. Might have been the last physicals on those systems, as far as I know. But yeah, people were... And same... Again, we'll get to the 3DS here in a bit, but... yeah, people were putting stuff on there up until the last second. Let's see. Games with demos. I don't know if there's any demos. Because some demos... Well, again, on 3DS... There's a lot more on 3DS. 3DS in general just did a lot better. But... There's some demos where there's a reason to still have the demo, even if you're on the game, because sometimes that demo will have, unique stuff to it, or they'll give you special things. As far as I know, isn't much on Wii U that is like that. And look at totally not Minecraft ripoff. The only thing I can think worth mentioning is there's a demo for Star Fox Zero, and I think has, an exclusive, piece of animation. I think it's. I mean, they also put it on YouTube, but they also put it on that demo. So there's maybe that. Yeah, that right here. Star Fox Guard. I don't know. I'll get both just to be safe. I don't know if it really matters, but I didn't know there was a Star Fox Guard demo. That's weird, because Star Fox Guard, that was a weird, didn't they only release that as a weird, pre-order? They're not pre-order, but first run. Maybe it's just for the physical. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna just to be safe. Why not? Anyway, we'll show if we get to actually redeem something on here. So how's that? We get to actually purchase something on here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze again. There we go. It's still a Splatoon demo. These are, virtual console games, what? Takes an SD card, not micro, to play the... I missed that first message. Just pulled up my old 2DS doorstop model. Oh yeah, the doorstop. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Why did they have virtual console games listed under demos? That's weird. I don't see a demo on here. Huh. Yeah, I think the original 3DS model was SD card, and the new 3DS is when they moved to micro. And they locked it behind a screw. I mean, probably to keep young kids from messing with those tiny little micro SD cards. Honestly, understandable. Also, why is my computer dinging? Ow. Okay. I forgot to turn those off. Oh yeah, Wii Sports Club. That weird kind of piecemeal Wii Sports thing. That was weird. Let's see here. Anything else? Indie games, maybe. Let's see what's in there. Oh yeah, Affordable Space Adventures. I've heard that's a good Wii U exclusive that makes use of the gamepad. It's not on sale, though. I don't know what that company, Napnot Games, I don't think it exists anymore. When I was looking stuff up about it, it was all their stuff was just gone. It's weird. I don't know. But I've heard people recommend it, so. Yeah, Shovel Knight. Freedom Planet. I've heard that's a good Sonic clone. I'll look through a couple pages here. Knit Underground. Don't know if I'm saying that right. Level Planet Others, Captain U. Stealth 2. AVG and Adventures. I forgot that was on here. I remember when that came out, Nintendo just immediately, like, said, no, this is the one game that's not going to have Miiverse support. Or not going to have, like, its own category in Miiverse. They just said, nope. Nope. Remember Miiverse. Axiom Verge, that is it's like, I want to say a Metroidvania that's more Metroid than Vania. But the Wii U version does have the perk of making use of the dual screen setup with having the having the gamepad just constantly be your map, so you can just look down instead of having to pull it up. So, if that's your jam. Inside My Radio. Alright, we'll look at one more page here. Togitori. This game is on like everything, I swear. Space Honda Lost Levels. Maze. Citadel Legends Trilogy. Beat Buddy. Buddy and Me Dream Edition. Oh, Binding of Isaac's on here. 8-Bit Hero. Word Party 2. Alright. Let's see, is there anything else worth exploring on here? Let's see bestsellers. Let's see what bestsellers are. Oh. Not quite what I'd expect, but... Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Spirit Tracks. Pushmo World. I wonder, I wish there was a way I could like compare this to like at least a few months ago, because this definitely Gone Tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep. Because these top sellers definitely say that they're definitely of people going in and like at the last minute and just grabbing stuff. This does not look like what a typical bestsellers on the system would be. This is 100% from people like making their last second purchases. And yeah, this looks all like the kind of stuff. You see Zelda, all these Capcom games for $3. Spent $44 on Awakening. Awakening. What's like what is that? There's a lot of games that have Awakening in the title, or is there some games called Awakening? Mario RPG, that's not on the Switch app. No, that's just because it's because I had it on Wii. Fire Emblem Awakening. Okay, I was wondering if maybe it was that. Oh, hi, Super Nintendo Bros. Didn't see you for a second. No, it's no. The only reason it's $150 because if you had it on Wii and did the system transfer, then on Wii U you'd get a discount. That's why. And I had this. I've had this forever, but it still says the discount. But yeah, as I was saying, Mario RPG, that is not on the Switch. We don't know if it will be on the Switch because the whole thing with Nintendo and Square, it's weird. It took a while to get it even on Wii in the first place, but so if you're really into that, hey, grab it because we don't know if it'll be on Switch or not. Hopefully it will be. That's the thing with most of these virtual console games. It could come to Switch. It could not. We don't know. It's a bit of a gamble. If something you really, really want, you know, more fair let you keep your games. I mean, you can still play them in Wii mode, but if you want the Wii U features, pay up. Oh, yep, all the Zeldas. Wow, Wind Waker HD is 20, but Twilight Princess HD is 50. Okay, apparently Twilight Princess HD is just more valuable. Oh, Dr. Luigi U, if you're into those Dr. Mario games. I don't think that's on anything else. Duck Hunt, of course, you got your NES light gun games. They use the Wii remote to kind of simulate the light gun. I have Duck Hunt. Of course, Duck Hunt's the big one, but there's also, I believe they have all the first party light gun games that were on NES, I think are on here. So, Hogan's Alley, Wild Gunman. What was the other one? There was one other. And then there's also, I think it also had the Adventures of Bayou Billy. That was Konami? Well, that was a third party, but that used the light gun. And that's on here. We'll look at NES here in a bit. Of course, yeah, Game Boy Advance games, these are on Switch. Yeah, and DS games like always. Resident Evil Revelations. Yeah. Of course, yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff we've seen before. Yeah, these are the best sellers. This is what everyone's nabbing over. Rhythm Heaven Fever. That should be higher. I'm kind of sad that's not higher. I wonder, there's probably a lot of people don't know. People may just not know what a steal that is for 20 bucks. You're not going to get that anywhere close to that cheap ever again anywhere. Just buy Rhythm Heaven Fever. I'm just saying it. Just do it. Buy Rhythm Heaven Fever. Oh yeah, Earthbound Beginnings. That's all on the Switch now. Remember when that came out on Wii U and it was a big deal? Kirby Squeak. So yeah, all the DS games. So who knows, and those will come back. Oh yeah, Xenoblade X. That has like a 15 gig kind of DLC where it's just data packs that lets the game load faster. I literally just nabbed up a spare flash drive, stuck it in the Wii U, and just put it on that. That way I at least have them for later if I ever get that. Again, that might come out on Switch too. Who knows? Hopefully they do, because that'd be cool. If they can get this on Switch, all of the Xenoblade games will be on Switch. And that'd be pretty cool. But, who knows? Got Mario Kart, Super Paper Mario. Super Paper Mario, I feel like they get that on Switch, but again, who knows? And yeah, Pokemon Rumble U. Ooh, Game & Wario. That is, I mean, $30, but I think that's still cheaper than what that goes for. I think that goes for a pretty penny. So if you like WarioWare games, that's a good one. Sin and Punishment. Oh, that's on the, I think it's on the Switch app, yeah. Jeez, look at, that's an N64 game they're charging 12 bucks for. Alright, last page. Yeah, just more stuff we've already seen. A lot of N64 and DS games I'm noticing. Some Wii games. Punch-Out. I don't know. I don't think Punch-Out's worth a lot. Not that I know of. It's a good game, though. Sin Punishment 2. Yeah, Harvest Moon 64, like I was saying. Who knows if that'll come to Switch. If you like Harvest Moon, grab that one. That's a good one. The N64 cartridge for that is expensive. Bomberman 64, again, who knows? It's a lot of these third-party virtual console games. It's like, who knows? It's a gamble. Take your gamble. No Metroid Prime Trilogy. Surprising. Alright, games on sale. Did I look at this? I think I might have looked at this. I looked at this, yeah. Yeah, we already saw that. Fun on a budget. Let's see what they have under Fun on a Budget. Pushmo World, NES Remix, about $10 and under. It kind of looks like they got going here. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see anything over 10. Black. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's about what I'd expect from this category. A lot of indies that may or may not be shovelware. I'm sure there's some good stuff in here. The thing is, though, is there a reason to get on a Wii U as opposed to another system? That's the thing. So there's some games where, yeah, there's a good reason to get the Wii U version, but other games, it's like, well, they just had a deluxe version on Switch. It's like, well, just get that. And I mean, sometimes the Wii U version is cheaper, but you know, things to consider. And at this point, obviously, you probably want to prioritize things that are either exclusive or just better on Wii U. Let's see here. Oh yeah, NES games. So let's take a look here. Yeah, Duck Hunt. I have that. Because I do have the actual cartridges of most of these. Yeah, Wild Gunman and Hogan's Alley. I don't have Wild Gunman. That's like, I think, the one light gun NES game I don't have. At least, well, especially first party one. I mean, there might be some weird, obscure stuff, but... So I think that one might be a little valuable? I don't know. So yeah, the Ninja guy... Star Tropics. Was that on any... I don't think... Did they put that on the Switch app? I don't know. Nintendo just kind of... Just kind of forgets those exist. I don't know if that's on Switch or not, but if it's not... Hey, they're right here. Who knows if they'll ever put them out again. A lot of... Yeah, Adventures of Bayou Billy. That's another light gun. Yeah, it's Konami. Okay, I was right. Castlevanias. Blaster Master. Yeah, a lot of these are on Switch. Not all, though. Again, most notably, I'd say get those light gun games. Because who knows if you'll ever have a chance to... If they'll ever have a situation that has... They don't really have any equivalent to the Wii Remote where it aims at the screen. I don't think you can really do that. I mean... You can kind of maybe simulate it with the gyro aiming, but I don't know if it'd be as good. So, who knows if they'll ever get out again. At least anytime soon. Scat. Balloon Fight. So, yeah, there might be a few of these kind of weird third-party ones that might maybe be looking into. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Pinball and Clue Land. Like those weird NES games that Nintendo has put on literally everything that's ever had NES games. You know what I mean? It's always like Clue Land and Pinball. They're all like, if it could play NES games, those games were on it. All right. I guess the only category I haven't looked at here yet is Super Nintendo. Yeah, Mario RPG, as I mentioned. Of course, you got all the usual first-party stuff. Oh yeah, the original Harvest Moon, $8. If you're into Harvest Moon, I'd grab that. Dracula X, that cartridge is valuable. But that's also on the... It's weird. That's on the Switch. They included it as like an extra on the... under the Castlevania Advance Collection. Kirby's Dream Course. Oh yeah, the Breath of Fire games. Those are actually in the Switch app. Or the Switch SNES app. So... Super Punch-Out. Final Fight games. I don't know if those are on... I know the arcade Final Fight's on Switch, but I don't know if those are. Mega Man, of course, I think there's the Mega Man collections. Wild Guns. All the Mega Man games. Cybernator. Not sure what that is. Yeah, Final Fight. Uncharted Waters. Koei Tecmo. Yeah, some of these I've never heard of. All the Street Fighters. Nobunaga's Ambition. Metal Marines. Super... Some of these, I honestly, is like... Are they on the Switch app? I can't remember. Oh. Natsume Championship Wrestling. Yeah, all these Natsume games. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen with those? It's hard to say. Recommended for what? For you. So Minecraft Wii U edition. It's weird it has Smash 4 on here, even though I have that. I have the disc, but I don't know. Splatoon. Some of these I already have. I actually have a lot of these. I have that. I have that. Lego Star Wars. Not sure why it's recommending me that. Look, it says right there, purchased. I literally have this. Silly Wii U. I already had that. Mario Party 10. Oh yeah, Mario Party 10. That's like a That's probably never leaving the Wii U. Of course, you can just get that on a disc too. This multiplayer games. Let's take a look, see if there's anything in here. A Silver Falls White Inside Its Umbra game. What even is this? I keep seeing this show up. It's like, yeah, they came out like 6 weeks ago. Look at that small little sale it's got. I have a feeling this is probably going to be on other systems, though. I mean, it's one thing if it's a little silly little like $3 indie game like Captain U, but something that's like $25, $26. Sorry, something tells me that's not. They're not going to put like that just for Wii U. Literally 6 weeks before it goes down. Huh. I see. Oh yeah, these TurboGrafx games. Yeah, there's TurboGrafx games on here. It doesn't have a category on there. It's weird. But yeah, I wonder if they'll ever make a TurboGrafx app on the Switch. I hope they do. They better. But yeah, there's all those TurboGrafx games. Some of them might be looking into, or might be worth looking into. And Bomberman 64. Bomberman 95. Oh yeah, TurboGrafx. Star Splash, Shattered Star. What is this? From 2017. The Celestial Mother Star brought balance to the planet for millennia, but because of an evil creature, it is now shattered into 1,000 pieces. The courageous dolphin must find the pieces to reconstitute the Mother Star and defeat evil to prevent world devastation. Let's see here. In Star Splash, Shattered Star, you must do all sorts of well-timed, precise acrobatics to collect stars in over 30 levels. Swim through the seas, jump high in the air, and dive and dash at high speeds to save the Mother Star. Or compete with a friend in 2-player mode and see who catches the most stars. Huh. I see. Sounds like it could be interesting. These graphics look very mobile game, though. These graphics look kind of like they are like a mobile game. Because, I mean, yeah, you never know. It's hard to say. What's up a rating? Yeah, is there anything else worth mentioning on here, or looking at while we're on here? I can't think of anything. I think it might be time to go ahead and exit on out of here. Bye, Wii U eShop. It was nice knowing you. The only thing I can mention, there's some free stuff on there. This Daikon set is free. This Cube Shift is free. I mean, they're not a whole lot to them. Hey, Kodimi. How are you? I feel like they're... Oh, yeah. This... So, Amiibo Tap, Nintendo's Greatest Bits. Cube Shift. Nope. Okay, I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? Oh, right. I forgot I downloaded that. Yeah, this Daikon set and this Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. They're free. Not a whole lot to them, but again, free. Why not click that download button, you know? Yeah, I got those. Yeah, these video apps that probably don't even work anymore. I mean, yep. Is there anything else? Of course, you got these. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning on Wii U. Can't think of much. I think we might go ahead and try moving over to 3DS. So, alright. So I've got I tried this, it's mostly a temporary type of setup. The quote-unquote capture my 3DS. It's mostly just a camera pointing down. Actually, speaking of which, is the bell. Oh, I'm going to have to get a charger for that. But it's just gonna be like a camera looking out the screen for now. But it's experimental. We'll see how that works. Real quick though, before we do that, I'm gonna go to break so I can get some water. I need to get a charger for this because the battery's about to die. And we'll look at the 3DS. How's that sound? So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see how well this works.
Okay.
Whoops, I forgot to mute myself on my end. Sorry for the echo. Okay, anyway, let me just, sorry for the delay there. I forgot. I thought everything's set up, and things aren't always quite right. Let's see how this works. Boot this up, shall we? It's going to be scuff and jank. It is what it is. It's got the old school point the camera at the system. It's a little crooked. See if I can. Let's see if I can maybe. Does that help at all? I had to wait on stream delay to see if it's. Or here, actually. About. Nope, it's mirrored. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Right there. Here, maybe. Can I? Ooh. I don't know if that'd work or not. I'm trying to think if I could get both screens, but it's gonna be hard to do with two screens. This thing is a pain to capture from, but we'll see how it goes. Whoops. Okay, because Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. That has a demo, apparently. Okay. A lot to cover here. Hold on, just real quick. Would it be possible? Actually, could I don't know how I'd do that. Huh. I was just wondering if I could flip the phone this way, but well, again, I'm bummed out on getting this Kid Icarus stuff right. Oh, yeah, it's one of the few 3DS games I don't have, but really want. Here, maybe I can just zoom out. Let me know. I know what you guys think. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing I do is going to make it perfect in the slightest, but it is what it is. No, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep yet. Okay. Games on sale. Oh, yeah, I got all the Capcom. All the Capcoms. Yeah, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy. All these Phoenix Wright games. $3. Makes it easy to... Yeah. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. $4. Shelf on my treasure trove right there. $4.49. Who was I saying earlier? The 3DS version, it has interesting 3D. Mega Man Legacy Collection, $3. If you like Mega Man on the go, $3. Oh yeah, by the way, Codename, I saw you asking anything on Wii U eShop. I guess you missed. For you specifically, I might say you might check out some of the Harvest Moon games on Virtual Console. Some of those I know, like the old cartridges, go for a bit, and who knows if they'll come to Switch or not. So if you don't have those. Harvest Moon 64, the original on Super Nintendo. I think they also have those two in particular. I think the cartridges go for a lot. Again, they might come to Switch. Who knows? But you might get those. They also have Friends of Mineral Town, I believe. I don't know if they have more Friends of Mineral Town, but I know they have the original. So something you might be interested in. Anyway, yeah. So you ever want to play Mega Man on the go in your 3DS? $3 right here. Grumman 3D. I think that's a port of a PSP RPG, I want to say. Anyway, $2. I bought it. Monster Hunter Generations, $3. And those for show. Yeah. And there might be some some Harvest Moon on the 3DS Virtual Console too. Or no, I guess. No, I think 3DS didn't have consoles that new. Maybe the Super Nintendo one, but probably not. But Street Fighter games, Resident Evil, all these Capcom games for $3. Biggest SD card you can accept is 32 gig. Yeah, I've heard there's ways you can make it accept more if you have to like stick it in the computer and like format it a certain way, and that'll make the 3DS okay with the bigger one. But I personally never. I have a 32 gig in mine, and I've downloaded a crap ton from all this, and I still have plenty of room open. I actually went through and downloaded every single one of those updates that's on the eShop. Every single one. I'm going to twist this over a little bit. And still have plenty of room to spare. Lars Moon plays Back to Nature on PS1. Do have one on the Wii. It didn't. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I think I played the one on the Wii too and just kind of felt meh about it. 80s Overdrive. Steam World Dig. There's a lot on the Switch. Fragrance Story. $2. That was like one of those very last minute 3DS games. $2. Steam World Heist. Cold Sept Revolt. There's a lot in 3DS. 3DS is definitely going to be a lot lost here. Not just because there's a lot on here, but because there's a lot of stuff on here that's uses the unique stuff that's only on here that we probably never see again. Legend of the Dark Witch. Retro City Rampage. I've heard that's a good old GTA type game. Adventure Bar Story. A lot of indie games on here. I swear you could just load up your funds and just go to town with all these like $1 to $2 indie sales on here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream. So last week I got off work, went to GameStop and just like picked this up and be like, okay, throw it on there, and went to town on 3DS and Wii U eShop, which is exactly what I did. But of course I ended up throwing some more money on there. I got on my Switch and put funds on there, a few more funds on there. Like, I kind of want this, and this. As expected. Ooh, I am hunched over for this. All weird. Machine Knight, Mercenary Saga. Oh yeah, this also has DSiWare games on it, don't forget. Love Runbow. I got that on the Switch, so I'm assuming probably not much reason to get it on here. What was I saying? Oh yeah. 3DS has DSiWare on it. So that, don't forget, that is also on there as well. Of course, we lost WiiWare a long time ago, but we still have DSiWare for a little bit. Mom hid my game. Herald, that's a weird looking game. There's a lot of... The 3DS, I think, has a lot more of the shovelware type stuff. Of course, I don't know, some of these, they might be good. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Korg, I think it's like a music thing. It's been enough in the past week or two. Yeah, you're never gonna get everything. I mean, I could keep going. If I really wanted to, I could keep buying stuff. I'm like, I gotta cut myself off at some point. Gotta cut myself off. Street Pass. Oh yeah, Street Pass. And don't forget, there's still those games in the Street Pass Plaza that are like $3 each. So if there's any, I am not Gerard. I am not Gerard. Yeah, in the eShop, or not eShop, Street Pass Plaza, they have those little mini Street Pass games. They're like $3 each. So don't forget about those. If you've ever had some like, oh, I might maybe get that. That looks interesting. Years go by, you forget about it. Last chance. Also, one second. One second, if you would, please. Try to get it off camera as much as I can. Anyway, let's see here. Wake up. I hate the screen. The screen on this thing, normally, it keeps going to sleep, which normally makes sense. The one time, I don't want to do that. Yeah, maybe I should move this away from, because I noticed I got the camera there. There we go. I think that's about as good as we're going to get it. Right where it's at right now. Unlucky Mage. And there's all those, like, Chemco RPGs on here. Puzzle Labyrinth. Sweet Memories Blackjack. That's... okay. Murder on the Titanic. Gourmet Dream. Mahjong Games. Ash. Travel Adventures with Hello Kitty. Dragon Lapis. Alchemic Dungeons. Castle Conqueror Defender. By the way, how's my voice? My microphone's kind of like, well, you can see on the camera. It's a little weird, so let me know if I need to try to scoot it over. Battle Miners. The Z. Tap and Go. There's like a Sudoku. Castle Conqueror. Fun Fair Party Games. A lot of shovelware. Can hear no issues. Talking to the top is not... Okay, good enough for now. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work for this peculiarly weird setup. Magic Hammer. I thought this is Subaru City. I'm like, sounds like an ad, but no, it's not. It's what it says. All right. You know, seriously, there's a Z in the title. Yeah. Oh, geez, hunching over like that. Ugh. Oof. All right, that was the games on sale section. New releases. Like the Wii U, people were putting stuff on here until the last second. The last game, Silver Falls Gaiden DDD. I think this probably related to that one we were looking at Wii U earlier. Take a look here, shall we? $17. Yeah, look at that release date. Look at that release date. March 9th. A couple weeks ago. People just... man, Nintendo, why didn't Nintendo pull the plug on this? People still putting stuff out on this thing. So if you flip it. I'm not going to pick it up and flip it. But, Oh yeah, this is an interesting thing. This Ultosun, it's $1. So, and I think it's getting a Switch release, but they really wanted a 3DS release. Like, this game isn't out yet, but it's on here because they kind of had to. So, this is something I was just reading about. So, they put it on here for $1, and apparently it's like a 10-second demo or whatever. The idea was, since it'll take a few more months to complete, and they don't have that amount of time, put this on here, and then when the game is complete, push it out through an update. Apparently, it's coming to Switch, but on here it's $1. I don't know. I bought it because, like, okay. It's I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's supposed to be like an Earthbound-like game. But anyway, as an interesting case, interesting workaround. So, yeah, Fragrant Story update. Oh yeah, don't forget your updates. Don't forget your Mario Kart 7 update. If you have that, they put out an update just like a month or two ago because I guess there's some big security exploit that was found in a handful of Nintendo games. Don't forget to nab that. Cosmoball. I need to make the bot not say that anymore. I haven't had a schedule in a bit. Oh, that's whatever. Moonbound. Horseshoe Crab Rescue. It's $1. Oh boy, I bet that's top quality. Soccer shootout. So much shovelware. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is all under new releases, right? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of oh, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight update. I got that, yeah. Shovel Knight got physical on 3DS, yeah. Yeah, I got it, yep. Whoops. I did not mean to hit that. Alright. Games with DLC. It's the kind of crappy thing about the 3DS is there's no DLC on the store. They made it to where you have to buy it in the game, and half the time it doesn't let you access the shop until you got to a certain point in the game. So there's all stuff that even if it's free, they made it to where you can't just click download. Nope. Kind of dumb, but free to start. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. Pokemon, Picross, Shuffle, Rumble World. They're free. Some of these are free, or they says free to start. Some of these are like, some of them they're like, oh, you get like the first couple levels and you gotta pay for more. So they're demos basically. But there are I think some of these, like those Pokemon games, I think they're more along the lines of the vast majority of the game is free, or the main parts are free, but it's got a little like DLC stuff in it or something like that. By the way, just on a side note, if you ever have any intention on ever modding a 3DS, you think, even if it's just a maybe, get Pokemon Picross. You will need it for that. It's free. Just do it. Even if you're not sure if you ever will, just grab it. Just grab it. It'll make your life easier down the road if you ever decide to do that. Let's see here. Only on new 3DS. What do we got here? I don't think I looked at this section at all. Cross is always fun. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna actually, we'll do that later. But we'll get back to that Picross thing. Something to note about this. So, yeah, I've heard there's a lot of Neko Bop. A lot of kind of crappy shovelware that, for some reason, is only exclusive to new 3DS. Simply not because they need the power, but just because it's crappily programmed. Oh yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft on 3DS. I'm sure that's oops, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, not really much on here. Well, Super Nintendo games are on here. We'll look at the Super Nintendo games specific here in a bit. Messing on 3DS. What do you mean messing? Now I know my ABCs too for $9. I'm sure you can get a free version of that on your phone. I mean, it makes sense. It's aimed at like young kids, sure, but I'm sure you can find something better for free on your phone. Physical contact. Halloween night archery. Okay. I just we're still under new 3DS exclusives. Why is No My 3DS's or No My ABCs under new 3DS? I don't know. Yeah, Fire Emblem. Oh, Fire Emblem Warriors. That's only on new 3DS. I didn't know that. Just double checking. I got this update. I know I did. I'm just being paranoid. Oh, excuse me. For me, the camera on your face is moving, but the one with the... Oh, damn it! Why is it... I just realized that. Why is it frozen? Why are you frozen? Okay. It's not supposed to be. Let me see. Why are you frozen? Refresh source, maybe? Here. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay. 1 second. I think it disconnected, and I have to go... Ugh. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Phooey. How long has it been frozen for? Ugh. This will take a second. I gotta go resync it. Oh, God. A while. Darn it. What? There we go. Okay. Yeah, well, that's annoying. Yeah. Playing the game, so you don't notice at first. Well, I'm glad it got pointed out at least, and I didn't go the entire freaking stream with it like that. Like that one time I went the entire stream with my mic muted, not knowing it was broken. That was not fun. All right, let's get this back in. Okay, now to try to get it roughly back to about what it was. Don't do that again. Don't. Okay. Anyway, yeah, oh, geez. Let me get some water real quick. I should probably plug it back in. Okay. Active. Okay, cool. Yeah, I am. We're currently on the exclusive to new 3DS section. And hold on, let me see if I can find it. I was talking about a second ago that I was Know My ABCs 2. $9. Exclusive to new 3DS. I'm sure it really needs the power of the new 3DS. Excuse me. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shovelware. Yeah, there's Minecraft. You know, play Minecraft on 3DS. Stack 'em high. I'm keeping an eye over there now because I'm kind of paranoid now. Don't crash, go. 15. Scoopin' birds. Scoopin' birds. 4 bombs. Pink dot, blue dot. Life speed. Oh yeah, SNES games. Hit Ninja. Shoot the ball. Uh-oh. We're out of nope. Focus. Why are we not focusing? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Cooperate, please. It's probably the only night I'm ever going to do a setup like this. This is a very temporary, somewhat last minute. I mean, there's a little bit of planning, but not a lot. But yeah, Super Nintendo games. Let's see here. A lot of first-party Nintendo and Konami Super Nintendo games. Looks like Pilot Wings. Oh yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles, Binding of Isaac. Oh, that's on 3DS. Let's look back. Let's look at a little more of these Super Nintendo games. Has a camera ideas for you to look at. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I got Breath of Fire, but that's also on Switch. But it's on 3DS too. Oh, Mega Man. Oh, X2. Pixel Hunter. Oh, all these Minecraft ripoffs. Oh, Final Fight. Okay, so there's some Capcom stuff on here as well. Street Fighters, Final Fights, Mega Mans. So it looks like a lot of Nintendo, Konami, Capcom games on here. It looks like. Yeah, Earthbound. All right. Featured on Nintendo Switch. Just curious. Probably just the same as Wii U. It's exactly the same as Wii U. I do have my 3DS is modded, so it does have a way you can kind of capture from it streaming. Play around with it a little bit. I'll probably play around with it more. I just didn't want to do it on the eShop because I was worried it might. I was worried about doing that. I was worried about the eShop like detecting I was doing that and think I was doing something suspicious. So I'm like, I'm just better not. So that's why I'm doing it like this for the night. Again, only time I'm ever going to do this sort of situation. Local play. Look at some 3DS local play stuff. Oh yeah, Pokemon. I guess you can do. Oh yeah, the Pokemon games on here. Again, who knows if they'll come to Switch? But with these Pokemon games, yeah, they've updated them so they can do the Wi-Fi over two 3DSs to simulate the link cable, and they can transfer your Pokemon on these games to Pokemon Home. And if you have a cartridge dumper, you can dump the save off of those. Take that save, copy it to your SD card on here. Swap the save file. Now to get your save off that cartridge onto the Virtual Console version, and use that to get your. If you have a Pokemon on an old cartridge, use that to get those into the modern games. So, of course, Monster Hunter. Oh, Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix. Ooh. I think that's a eShop exclusive, sadly. It's $30. I kind of would like to get that, but not enough to spend $30 on it. So, oh well, that'll be a loss. Dude, why did Nintendo put these on sale? Oh well. You can't get everything. Oh yeah, Mario Party Star Rush. I guess if you have any interest. I think you'll have any interest in that. I guess there's a guest pass, so that way only one person has to own the game. You download this, so you can do multiplayer. It's free, so you might nab that. If you think you'll ever do that, Nintendo. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Once in a while, they might throw us a $10 off on like a more modern game, but you know. Monster Hunter, Street Fighter. Oh, yeah, Metro. I think there was yeah, Metroid Prime. I think there was like some weird. Oh, what is this? This is the main game. What is this? There was a weird Metroid Prime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was like a weird, unique demo that had some like multiplayer thing unique to it or something weird like that. I think so. If you're into Metroid, you might nab that. Resident Evil, Bravely Second. Ooh, Kid Icarus Uprising. It's like one of the 2 3DS games I really want to get and play. But I want to get the. I want to see if I can try to find that edition that has like the whole box, all that stuff it came with. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, if you're into Pokemon, get the demos for Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon. There are stuff unique to those demos, especially the Sun and Moon demos. That is the Sun and Moon demos is the only way you can get a legitimate Ash Greninja. So if you're into Pokemon, download that. Fire Emblem Tomodachi Life. That's a fun one. Wait, Sonic 2. Oh, that has local multiplayer apparently. Battle Troze. What is this? Puzzle solving skills. Meet adrenaline. Huh. Oh, it's one of those types of games. Okay. Okay. Plant Robot. That's the other of the 2 3DS games that are like. I definitely need to get. Come on, there we go. Oh, okay. Wow. Virtual Console. Oh yeah, Game Boy Virtual Console. So much. Oh yeah, it's got Game Gear Virtual Console on here, by the way. Game Gear. Ooh, I wonder if they'll ever do Game Gear on Switch. Baby. Ooh. One second. I hope that's off camera enough. Anyway. Sorry, I'm a little congested right now. Yeah. Okay. Of course, Pokemon games, as mentioned. Just make sure it says English version. I think they have like separate listings for like Spanish and French versions, so just make sure to keep an eye on that, just to be safe. Don't want to accidentally download or buy the wrong one. The Oracle games. Ooh, Pokemon trading card game. That's a fun one if you're into Pokemon. Of course, you got all the usual Nintendo first-party stuff. Ooh, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. Some of these... excuse me. Some of these Game Boy games will probably end up on Switch eventually. Shantae. Remember when the 3DS version came out? Because it's like the rarest Game Boy Color game. It's worth like a lot of money just for the cartridge. And they plopped up and they were $5, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And now they reprinted it. I have it sitting on my shelf over there. Literally, the reprint of the actual Game Boy Color cartridge. But so it's not as valuable now, but back in the day, this being on here was a big deal. Excuse me. Yeah. There's Mario 2. Wait, is this? Hold on. I don't think this came out in the US, did it? Is this like an import type thing? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this never left Japan back in the day. Huh. Is that on Switch? I don't know. Well, that could be interesting. Of course, Donkey Kong Countries. Oh, Harvest Moon 3 Game Boy Color. Okay, I forgot there was Harvest Moon Game Boy games. So yeah. I don't know if they're any good. They're on the Game Boy Color. I remember I had one of them. It might have just been the first. It was a black and white Game Boy game. It was like probably like the most bare minimum a Harvest Moon can be, because again, it was like a black and white Game Boy game. I think it was the first one, because I remember one year for my birthday when I was a kid, I asked for Harvest Moon 64. I really wanted it, but they could not find it. But they got me that instead, which they tried. They tried. That game was Probably honestly the weaker of the ones. I don't know if any of the Game Boy Color ones are any better, but Game Gear games. Game Gear games. Now, the Sonic Game Gear games Sega puts on literally everything, but there might be... Oh, yeah, the Game Boy Donkey Kong lands. I forgot about those. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's another Harvest Moon Game Boy Color. I think that might have been one of those. It might have originally been black and white Game Boy, and they did a re-release of a color cartridge. Maybe, I'm not sure, but... Oh, Shining Force on Game Gear. I don't know if the Sega's... I mean, once you step outside the Sonic games on Game Gear, I don't know if Sega really puts any of those Game Gear games out anywhere else. So... Sonic, Lufia, Harvest Moon 2 GBC. Excuse me. Game Watch Gallery 3. What is up with 3? They always put out Game Watch Gallery 3, but never 1, 2, or 4. Whoops. But never 1, 2, or 4 that I've seen. That's weird. Mega Man 4. Oh, yeah, the Mega Man on Game Boy. Remember Mega Man on Game Boy? Breath of Fire. Mega Man on Game Boy. NES Donkey Kong. Legend of the River King 2. Oh, that's on here. Huh. Legend of the River King is an interesting fishing RPG. I have the first one on Game Boy, but if that I think is made by the same people who made Harvest Moon. I could be wrong, but if fishing RPG on Game Boy sounds like your thing, hey, check that out. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. No drop, need to figure out dinner stuff. Okay. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Defender of Oasis on Game Gear. Yeah, that's another Game Gear game. Who knows if they'll ever could all be River Kings. Who knows with these Game Gear games, man. Maybe they'll put... I hope they put a Game Gear app on Switch. Who knows? Or at least drop a Game Gear collection. That's just... I mean, Sonic games, of course, but have, like, other stuff. Castlevania, Galaga... Usual stuff we saw earlier. Summer Carnival 92 Rekka. I see. Mario, Dracula X, Legend of the Mystical Ninja, Gargoyle's Quest, Dr. Robotnik's Bean Machine on Game Gear, Sonic Drift 2. Yeah, they probably... It's kind of weird now to think about it, because they put Super Nintendo games on here. They probably could have done Genesis if they wanted to. I guess they just decided it wasn't worth the effort. Oh yeah, Pokemon Blue Spanish version. Super Punch Out. Let's see, Demon's Crest, yeah, all the usual. Crystal Warriors on Game Gear. No idea what that is, but it's a non-Sonic Game Gear game. Vampire Master of Darkness on Game Gear. Pokemon Yellow in Espanol. Mega Man 7. Pinball Revenge of the Gator. Look at that. Look at that cover art there. Wario's Woods. Bionic Commando. I did not know that had a Game Boy Color game. Mighty Final. There was a Final Fight on NES? Huh. That sounds like something the AVGN should have covered. Maybe he did, and I just don't remember. Huh. Adventure Island 2. Contra. Master. All the usual. All the Super Nintendo stuff. Pokemon Gold and Espanol. Extreme Sports on Game Boy Color. I think they actually recently did a reprint of that as well. I think it's made by the same people who did Shantae. Pokemon Red, Espanol. Columns on Game Gear. River City Ransom. All the Street Fighters. Yeah, Final Fight, Street Fighter. A lot of Street Fighter. So much Street Fighter. A Balloon Fight. Adventures of Lolo. Double Dragon Tecmo Bowl. Street Fighter 2010. They have that on here apparently. Double Dragon 2. G-Lock Air Battle. On Game Gear. No, I'm not sure what that is. Another Game Gear game. Oh, yeah, here you go. French versions. Milon Secret Castle. Got all the Pokemon Blue French. Super Dodgeball, Yellow French, Scat, yeah. Clue Land, all the usual. Red French, Silver French. Alright, last page. Spelunker. Renegade. Crashing the Boys. City Connection. And Sky Kid. Alright. So that's all the virtual console. There's a few Game Gear games. Actually, is there? Hold on. I want to see. Is it possible to... Nope, 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 nope. Is there possible to look at just like specific consoles? Sort by. Filter by platform? Nope. No, just virtual console. That's dumb. I wanted to look at like specifically just like Game Gear and stuff. Yeah. I swore there was something. Let's take a look up here on this top row. Games you'll love. Huh. Wait, future. They still have a future releases section. So you think even under here? Oop. The September 2018 Direct is under here, and that's it. That's not future anymore, but they just never took it out, I guess. Didn't think it was worth the effort. Applications. Swap Doodle, free. I'd grab that if you're into doodling. Badge Arcade, I don't think that's going to be worth anything, sadly, after the thing's closed. That's a paid thing. So I don't know. I think they have free play, so I mean, I don't know. There's no reason not to download it. Worst case scenario, it's just worthless. You can just delete it, but yeah. Photos with Mario. There's those AR cards. Gives you photos with some Mario characters. A Pokemon Bank. Yeah, definitely. If you're into Pokemon in the slightest, get Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter. They're free. Your last chance. Do it. Pokédex 3D Pro for $15. Dream Radar. This is $3, and I've heard this will give you some items in the black and white games. I don't know if they're exclusive items, but it's $3, and if you're into the black and white games, I'd say pick it up. Colors 3D. Countdown Calendar. Nintendo. Oh, this is a DSiWare. Oh, yeah, I forgot about DSiWare. Is this like an old calendar? It might be. What is this? Countdown. What is this? Track all your important events. Oh. Okay, so it's just a calendar. Whoops. No, I want to look at screenshots. Set clocks back. Anniversary. Okay. Yeah, DSi metronome for $2. Different colors of notebook. Mario clock. Oh yeah, these DSiWare clocks and calculators they made. Animal Crossing clock, Animal Crossing calculator. Oh, those are silly. Ooh. Let's see here. We looked at new releases. Yeah. Bestsellers. I like how that's the top on the bestsellers. Oop, focus. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And Pokemon Crystal, second bestseller. Makes perfect sense. Sun and Moon demo. And the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo. Yeah. Again, if you're into Pokemon, make sure you get those. Save Data Transfer Tool. It's free. And I do recommend just getting it just so it's on your system for good measure. I think that lets you transfer save data from like from a physical version of a game to a downloaded version. I think it might only be, or it might be the other way around. I don't know, but it might be only one way. I don't know, but either way, it's free. You might have it just on your system just in case. 1 second. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Pokemon Yellow, yeah, and Pokemon Picross. That's not quite at the top. I'd be funny if that was the best on the top of the best sellers. But yeah, it's up there. Pokemon Red. Oh yeah, of course the Phoenix Wright games are $3. Yeah, if you like Phoenix Wright, I've always wanted to try them out. I think those are cool, but never got into it. Grab them. There's 3. The original trilogy, the first 3 games, $3, and they also have 3 other games, only $3, 2 of which are 3DS exclusive. Who knows if they'll get ports, and if they do, they may not have features 3DS does. $3. There you go, Spirit of Justice. Pokemon Blue, Dream Radar. Yeah, so it's like all those Capcom games are $3 and Pokemon. And some free stuff. Stretchmo. I think it's free to start, maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the situation is with that, but I say if you got the room. Yeah, Swap Doodle went over that. Let's see what else we got here. RBG Maker. Oh yeah, that mini Mario and Friends Amiibo challenge. I think it's the same on Wii U. It's also on 3DS. Again, free. Why not? Hit that download button. Oh, focus. Focus. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. There we go. There's Monster Hunter, $3. Oh yeah, the Detective Pikachu demo. I think I might have heard somewhere that might have something in it that transfers to the. I think it's like you can start it and you can just buy the main game. You pick up where you were on your state with your save data. I don't know. Someone I think might have said you might get something for doing that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. I don't know. So I'd say if you think you'll ever have an interest in playing that one, why not just download that? Mario Party, we talked about that. Attack of the Friday Monsters. Oh no. Where they're getting that Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix. It's probably gonna be one of the few ones. It's like, yeah, I kind of wish I could have got that, but oh well. WarioWare Gold. Yeah, a lot of Virtual Console. Crashmo. Oh yeah, the Box Boy games. I've heard good things about those. Those are made by HAL Laboratory, guys who made Kirby. I think they're puzzle games. They're mostly cheap, so it might be something to look into. Let's see. I'm gonna go back over the games on sale because I don't know what I saw on there before it crashed earlier. Yeah, all those $3 Phoenix Wright games. That's what I was talking about. The original 3 games. Yeah, Box Boy, it's a fun game. Yeah, I've heard it's a good one. Oh yeah, I was saying so. First 3 games are there, $3. That's like $1 per game. So if you ever want to check them out, definitely get that. Monster Hunter games for $3. Shovel Knight for $4.50. Mega Man $3. Yeah, this $2. That's like I want to say that's a port of a PSP game. It's like an action RPG. $2. I bought it. Street Fighter, Resident Evil, all those Capcom games for $3. SteamWorld Dig for $2. That Fragrant Story. Let's see, is anything else in here worth mentioning? Right, oh yeah, that Retro City Rampage. And that's on like everything. But $3. It's cheap on here. Beyblade Evolution. Hello Kitty's Magic Apron. And oh yeah, Runbow for $3. Let's see. Games at a good price. See what they have under here. Focus. Focus. There we go. That Otolson. Hunting and camping in a singularity. So this probably just like a 10 and under. I don't see anything too. I don't see anything too particularly of interest, honestly. But go one more page. Focus. Focus. Okay. Maze Breaker, Dark. A lot of shovelware. Quarters, please. Huh. Alright. Games with demos. Keep actually scooting this over. WarioWare Gold. Hold on. I think I downloaded this. I'm gonna download this just for the heck of it. I've heard things about this, and I don't know. It'll give us a reason to yeah, let's just download something. Download something so we can see. Look at the download screen one last time, shall we? Download now. Maybe the last time we ever see this. Focus. You better focus for this, damn it. Come on. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Just watch this. So it's like the download on 3DS. This might be a bigger game, so this might take a second. I didn't think about it, but yeah. I just want to download something. One second. About a third of the way there. Man, I miss little animations like this on the Switch. It just plops on the screen. It's just a little download bar, and that's it. So boring. No music, no jingles, no sound effects, no animations. The Switch is boring compared to the Wii U and 3DS. Yeah, excuse me. Those little different colored orbs. Yeah, it's about halfway there. Because the download later was just, well, you would just queue it up and it would just download in the background when you put it in sleep mode. Nothing too special there. Ooh, but, well, we'll get to that in a bit. But I think the Wii U, I guess didn't have anything too special for download. It just kind of put it in that little download queue that you got on the home screen. Didn't get anything like this. Purple, red, green, and green. Those little different colored data packets. Almost done. Oh, look at that. I don't think I've seen that before. You saw that, right? The little eShop bag guy came out and jumped on it and bounced. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Well, that's cool. I'm glad we got that on the last thing we're downloading. And it wraps it up in a nice little bow for us. Let's continue shopping. We also got the Kirby Battle Royale demo. Oh yeah, I'm into the demo section, that's right. Metopia, of course that's on Switch now. Bye bye box boy. Yeah, bye bye your chance to buy this. Yeah. And you have Poochie in Yoshi's Woolly World. Yeah, they have like Super Nintendo games under here, but there's no demo for these. That's so weird. Yeah, there's no download demo. It's was that like add to wish list? Oh no, take it off wish list. I don't want that. Yeah. Let's see. Just indie games. Take a look under here for a quick bit. Of course, Shovel Knight is the iconic one. Attack of the Friday Monsters. Liberation Maiden. Shantae, of course. Did we look through these? I don't know. There's a lot of these games I probably have showed up multiple times throughout looking out here, so hard to say. I think I did look at this earlier. Siesta Fiesta. 3D games. Pokemon Rumble World. I mean, pretty sure most games are 3D. It's kind of a weird category. Yeah, the 3D Classics games. I don't know if it's worth $7 just to play Kirby's Adventures in 3D, but yeah, it's there. Newest videos. If there's anything else worth perusing on here? Let's see, Kirby. The Kirby, yeah, excuse me. I think there's a couple like, yeah, Blowout Blast, and I think it was DDD's Drum. Yeah, oh, it's Fighters Deluxe, Drum Dash Deluxe, and Blowout Blast. Those are all three exclusive to the 3DS eShop. And they're expanded mini games from Triple Deluxe. Triple Deluxe had those, all three of those as mini games. These are like, I guess, deluxe versions. So, if you're into Kirby, like those Kirby mini games specifically, those are locked on here. So, of course, you got all the Game Boy ones. Sonic games. Oh yeah, for other the 3DS Sonic Boom. Oh yeah, 3D Sonic 2. That one's only $6. And Kirby's $7. And there's two. Yeah, 3D Sonic 1. There's two 3DS Sonic Booms. 3DS Sonic Lost World Generations. Sonic Drift on Game Gear. Oop. Yeah, all the Game Gear games. Games you'll love. See what's under here. 3D Land, got it. Don't have that, got it. And I have Ultra Moon, yeah. Base, got it. I don't know if he wants it on 3DS. Got it. Don't have that. Got it. Yeah, the whole Fire Emblem thing. They better re-release this somewhere, I swear. And Mario Party. Okay. Well, some stuff I already have. Oh yeah, the Yokai Watch games. Forgot about those. Those are here. WarioWare Gold, Nintendo Selects. Let's see. Yeah, just all the big... oh yeah, Star Fox 64 3D. Forgot about that. Ultimate NES Remix. Nintendo Dogs plus Cats. Yoshi's New Island. News, probably not much. Currently no news. Yep. Recent arrivals. I mean, that's the same. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exactly the same as that new releases from earlier. Yep. Man, don't forget that Mario Kart 7 update. Alright, I think that's about all there is in here. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here for now. Of course, it lands in the boring theme. Oh, yeah, so when you download something, it does this. And you got to unwrap it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. 3DS demos had that uses remaining thing. I forgot they did that. I haven't downloaded a demo in a while. Huh? Yeah. It's kind of weird. I'm going to put that in my little demos folder. Yeah, apps. I got those. Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Transporter. Definitely get those. Of course, I mean, those are probably worthless now. There's a free version of that Pokédex 3D. I don't know if it's worth it, but yeah. Photos with Mario, swap note. I don't know if you can still get that or not, but that save data transfer tool, the guest pass. Let's see. Oh yeah, they didn't have a section for DSiWare games. That's weird. I don't know. They well, I mean they're closing it, but yeah, they didn't have the way. Like I couldn't just look at Game Gear games. I don't know if there's a way I can just look at DSiWare games. Mm. Yeah, so 3D. Oh yeah, so of course all these free things. All I have. So yeah. I wanted to point it out. There's this Twilight Princess Picross game. The only way it's free, mostly. The only way you can get it's exclusive to my Nintendo, and I think it costs 2,000 platinum coins or something. But you redeem that, and they just send you a code you punch in. And so if you like Zelda, and you like Picross, and you got those bunch of platinum coins, hey, that's a thing you can do, I guess. It's nice last night you can do it, but yeah. Let me see. I loaded up on. Loaded up on these stuff on. This is all stuff I got in the eShop in the past week. All right here. Everything past. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, everything past this. This is all stuff I picked up with that $50 card. I think with that $50 card I bought all like 2 Wii U titles. There isn't this much on the Wii U. There's all the Kirby's. I bought out stuff though. I just bought out my wish list except for stuff I already got on Switch. Yeah, all the Phoenix rights. All those $3 Phoenix rights. And just some handfuls. Like, that could be interesting. Dream Radar. Yeah. Okay, this last one right here was like, I think I had like $1.40, and I'm like, okay, what on here is like $1? That looks interesting. That's where I got this from. Yes. Let's see, anything else worth mentioning? Yeah, all my Game Boy. Nothing too crazy in there. There is the only thing I can think of. There's 3DS themes. And those aren't, they have their own shop. So you click on this right here in the corner. Click that. Change theme. Theme shop. And they have all these themes. Let's see, bestsellers. And there's a lot of themes that are 200 coins each on my Nintendo. So, basically, they cost like $2 each. I say I got a few. There's a few free ones on here. Nothing too good. If it's first party Nintendo, it's not free on here. I don't think. All the free ones on there are like stuff from like a lot of like. Well, I'll show you. I'll just show you here in a bit. Ooh, Hanafuda. I'm half tempted to get that just for the heck of it. Yeah, Nintendo's Origins of Hanafuda. Jumping Mario. Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah, Snake Gear 3D. I forgot about that. There's a lot on here. Let's see here. Yeah, free to download. Yeah, I downloaded them all because why not? A lot of Atlas stuff. So a lot of like third party stuff. They probably did this mostly as an advertisement. Like third parties put free themes to kind of advertise their game. Nintendo's like, haha, we're Nintendo. You pay us if you want them. Yeah, Sonic Boom, Sonic 25th, and let's see if I go under retro. There's some interesting Sega themes on here. Yeah, like Dreamcast, SG 1000, Sega High Tech. I'm not sure what High Tech is, but I got Saturn, Mark III, Master System, Game Gear, Genesis. If you're into Sega, of course, I got all that. So, oh yeah, holiday themes. I remember back in the day buying these and around Christmas time because you can save. You can have the 3DS like rotate, or like I think you can still like 10 different themes. They'll kind of just rotate through, and you can like save sets. So I have a Christmas set. I haven't actually used it in a while because I haven't actually been actively using my 3DS a lot. But I see I got a lot of these. And so there's a Christmas set on here. I think they got some Halloween stuff on there. Might be a Halloween set on there too. In fact. But yeah, that's the theme shop. So, just didn't want to forget about that. It's kind of like its own little thing. Let's see. Yeah, shuffle. So yeah, shuffle. So you just mark these 10 or whatever. And they'll just rotate between them. And then, but there's a way, I swear. All the themes I have on here is a lot. I swear there was. Hold on. If I hit. No? Oh, there, save loadout. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I got. I don't know what that is. But that's a Christmas thing. So I have it set to where it's like all those Christmas themes will show up in like December. Of course, I haven't done that in several years. But. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, just don't forget those demos. I just downloaded a handful of random demos. Yeah, I forgot they had those uses remaining thing. It's kind of, I don't know, I just downloaded a bunch because why not? Oh yeah. Don't forget Street Pass Plaza. Also, don't forget there is a that $5 like upgrade for the Street Pass Plaza. So if you're in the Street Pass and you ever did that, just don't forget about that, I guess. Ugh. It's been so long since I Street Passed someone. Probably since 2019. Last time I took this to a con. Oh yeah, I forgot they had these things. You can trade those tickets in. Huh. Yeah, so you jump into games. So of course you have the usual stuff, but some of these. I think there's a point in time when the upgrade happened, you got to choose between Market Crashers and Slot Car Rivals as like a free game. You got to pick one. Everyone I know chose Market Crashers. I don't know anyone that chose Slot Car Rivals, but yeah, so you come up here. He says, hey, you can buy Slot Car Rivals. Tell me more. He pulls out his little tablet. Tells you about the game. Yeah, this is price, please. I think most of them are like between. Some are $3, some are $5. I don't know if any of them are more expensive than that, but. Yeah, $3. If you say no, he gets all sad. Watch. And the music just. Yeah. So I got that one. There's Feed Me, Ninja Launcher, Me Trek, Me Force, Flower Town. That one I bought. Warrior's Way I bought. Monster Manor, Ultimate English. Some of these are kind of like, hold on. I thought this one I kind of didn't find very interesting. This one was like, it's okay. This one was but this Battleground Z one, that one I thought was actually kind of cool. It's like a zombie. That was pretty cool. Of course, you gotta find me. So yeah, just didn't want to forget about those. I did, by the way, complete every single puzzle in Puzzle Swap. So that's cool. Who do I have in my VIP room? Oh, yeah, Reggie and... Oh, yeah, Caddy. Rest. Wow. 8 years ago. Yeah, speak up. I'm old. I can't hear. Game Vault. Huh. Yeah, I think. Is there anything else? Trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning. That's probably about it. Yeah. Of course, I'm sure I can sit here forever thinking the second I end stream, something's gonna pop in my head. Yeah. I think it's about it. Oh, farewell, 3DS eShop. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with the 3DS. So I just thought of something. Nope. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I'm gonna switch over. I'm just gonna switch over and we're just done with this. We're done with this weird janky setup. Move back over here for a second. Ugh. Wrap this up. So at the beginning of the stream, I I opened this up. I didn't think to actually like open it. It just didn't dawn on me. Like, I'm gonna close out of this camera. 1 second. Oh yeah, by the way, interesting little thing. So what I was using to hold the 3DS in place and steady was this. Came with the Wii U. It's meant to prop it up. And the Wii U, if you got the deluxe version, it came with 2 of these. One was a charging cradle, and one was just a piece of plastic that just held it up. This thing, if you have this, is actually a lot more useful than you would think. It holds a lot more than the Wii U. It held the 3DS just fine. It holds... Use it to prop up your games. Switch games, maybe not so much, but I've seen some games. All the cases like that, it'll hold up. I use it to hold up a Vita, a PSP. It holds a lot. It doesn't just hold the Wii U. You have one of those stuffed in a drawer you haven't touched in 5 years. You might actually... It holds phones. It's good for holding phones. So, just thought I'd point that out. Anyway. Let's actually open this and see what's inside. I don't know why I didn't think to do that earlier. Probably wrap it up here soon after I do that. You know, I was originally actually going to boot some games up and play it, but that didn't happen. And I didn't think I'd be on the shops actually as long as I was. Get all that plastic out of here. All right. Yeah, it actually has a little booklet in it. There it is. There's the cover without the booklet. There's the cartridge. Get in there real close. Take a look at the shower. Remember when games came with books? Oh, this isn't, these limited runs, sometimes they're just like old school instruction books. Sometimes they're just art books. And this looks like it's just stuff from the developer. Oh, well, it's pictures of kitties. It's pictures of kitties. Look at that. Let's see. This is Nippy, my childhood cat and the primary inspiration for cat lateral damage remeowstered. We adopted him when I was 8 years old. Although he experienced several medical issues throughout his lifetime, he lived to the ripe old age of 17. He was the epitome of what a cat is: aloof, condescending, and demeaning, while also lovable, cuddly, and friendly. He loved food the most, but also enjoyed sleeping and being on our laps. His signature feature was his notched left ear, which he had since he was a kitten. Nippy loved causing chaos in real life, whether it was knocking down a tub of catnip and sticking his head inside, or dragging a freshly baked pizza off the kitchen counter. I hope you too have fun causing your own chaos in this game. Chris Chung, developer of Cat Lateral Damage. There's pictures of his kitty. Look at that. Look at the kitty. Bunch of kitties. I might wait until I actually play this game and really show in depth. There's a lot of pages in here, so I think whatever, because I'll definitely want to stream this at some point. But I think I'll save that for then. We'll actually flip through that book. That'd be a cool thing to do. Save it for then. So yeah, I think, is there anything else I should probably mention before I get off? 1 second. Damn. I don't guess so. I guess that's about to wrap it up. Oh yeah, so I guess I should say I do hope I'll get back to streaming regularly next month once I'm done with all the stuff I've got going on. Hopefully that'll all be over. So I'm gonna say April, May, hopefully. I will stream next weekend. There's Splatfest, and then there's, of course, on Saturdays, April 1st, and of course we have to do the tradition of playing the greatest classics of all time. So I'll do that. And then after that, yeah, I'll once I'm done, I'm like painting half the house right now, doing a bunch of stuff. Once I'm done with all that, April, maybe May at the latest, I'll be able to get back to streaming regularly. I really want to finish Pokemon and do all that Splatoon stuff, so yeah, I guess that's about everything. All right. Well, I guess. Let's see if anybody has anyone to send you to. Who all's online? All right. I guess we see what time is it. 8:20. All right. Get a raid going. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. Don't forget to buy anything you want, anything that's free. Definitely get anything you think you'll get. Everything you think you want, get it now. Buy it now. Download it now. Yeah, freaking. Sorry. Get it now. Forever hold your peace. You'll never get it again. Last chance. 5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, which is 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock, or 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget. All right. Rest in peace, eShops. All right. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're new, and I will see you all probably this weekend. Bye, everybody. Oh, did that go through? I don't think that went through. Uh-oh. Is that not working? 1 second. Is this working? That works. Why is that not working? Okay, well, that's fine. We can do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. gosh, 1 second. I gotta. I don't know why that. I have people who I commonly rate on speed dial, and they're not working right now. Yeah. Oop. Get that tripod out of the way. Okay. Just type this in manually, the old-fashioned way. Gonna work? Okay, we're going. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, bye everybody.